Greetings, friends! So my favorite place to get and is Murray McMurray Hatchery. We've gotten chicks and ducklings from them for a number of years now, and to my surprise, I recently got an email from them, and they were like, somebody in your area recently got more ducklings than they wanted, and they were like, do you want the ducklings? And I'm like, yeah, I do. Besides, they're gold star ducklings, and gold stars are really good at producing eggs. So we went over and picked them up. And the timing of getting these ducklings worked out perfectly, because on this same day I was already planning to pick up some Cornish cross chicks that we had ordered that a friend of ours, Chris, had picked up for us while we were out of town. And the only problem was, as I was going to go pick up these chicks, is how was I going to transport these 50 chicks? I had never transported that many before, and at this point they're like a week or two old, so how was I going to transport these things? Oh, and then I came up with this idea. We'll grab some here. So I've got some drawings that we're working on for maybe some t-shirts. Let's just get some of this. Alright, so give this some work. We'll put these in here, because with these holes here, they could get their legs caught in there. So we'll put this paper down. That way they'll have something to walk on, not get their legs caught. Will you guys do me a favor and go ahead and put these at the bottom of the crates for me?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
All done?
Yep.
All right.
Drink to the bell.
Yep. And then with the crates loaded up in the van, following Chris down his driveway, one of the most embarrassing things that has ever happened to me happened. Oh man, I hope I didn't mess something up. I can't believe that just happened. I was like, what in the world, Mike? I don't know if you were so excited about picking up these chicks with all these ducklings or what, but it was like, I just went off the side of his driveway. I've never done that before. And I even took the camera all down as it was recording me going down, like I'm trying to hide this embarrassing thing that's happened. I don't know why. Oh man, that was crazy and so embarrassing. Oh man.
What you do?
Lay it off.
Are you a drunk driver or what? Be careful, Daddy.
Yeah. Well, after pulling myself together from that embarrassing moment, we headed down to see the chicks. And it was really neat to see what Chris uses for his brooders. He has these pallet crate thingies, and they look like they're really neat for brooders. It's a pretty neat brooder right here. What is this called? It's like just a plastic pallet with...
They come, you push these,
yeah,
and they collapse. So, well, what I did is just screwed them together.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
If I'm gonna leave them like that. There we go. I definitely want to get one of these for sure. And you just put the mat on top?
Yeah, I put the mat on top and it covers exactly to right there.
Wow,
so the rain and everything, and then it's got holes for
just so it got some ventilation going through. Yep, and you put your lamp right under there too, and you got water and feeder. Perfect. All right, you're going in. All right, climb in there and get them out.
Just watch your head for any screws or anything.
Let's see.
I don't want to.
They're mostly down there, so just stay in here and you're fine. That's handy. Yeah. Come on, grab them. There you go. Yep, just hand them to me. Here, you don't even have to get up. Just turn right here and hand it to me. They're not gonna hurt you, man. Come on. There you go. Two. Keep coming.
I think so.
You're doing great, man. Keep coming. Oh.
Jump right in.
13. And with all the chicks that were in this brooder, I was like, we need to speed this pace up a little bit. So I put Josiah in to speed things up. To get in. And after getting the Cornish crosses loaded up, somehow I let Chris talk me into taking some Rhode Island Red rooster chicks. He was like, man, I got this great deal on them. They were only 10 cents. And I'm like, oh man, what am I gonna do with Rhode Island Red roosters? They're not really gonna have a lot of meat on them. But then I was like, they were just 10 cents, and maybe we could make broth or something with them or feed the meat to the dog. So I ended up getting some Rhode Island Red chicks too.
You got him? You get two this time? Don't be afraid, grab it. There you go, just like that.
And then we brought all the cheapies home. And when we got home, Sailor was having a really good time with the ducklings.
You been hanging out with the ducklings here?
Yep.
What in the world do we have going on here? They're already in the water? It's a little early for them to get in the water. Did they just go ahead and hop on in there?
I put the water in there, and since it was a hot day, especially inside, I put them in the water. They got out first, and then once they got comfortable in there, they just got right back in.
Ah, there you go. I'm not sure if they're bonding with you or you're bonding with them.
Oh man. Oh man. I totally forgot to clean out the brooder the last time we were raising ducklings in there. So we were in a slight crunch because I wanted those chicks and ducklings to get in the brooder, but it had to be cleaned out first. And it was a little challenging cleaning out since it had been all dried up from the months of just sitting there. And whenever I'm cleaning out the brooder, I definitely want to make sure I'm geared up, and I usually keep the kids out and away so no one's breathing any of that stuff in, because people have been known to get respiratory issues from breathing in all that stuff that goes airborne, especially in these big, large chicken houses where everything is just in there and there's just so much of it. So you definitely don't want to breathe it in.
I have cardboard under here where I had it. Let's just see if we can find it. Something. No. Oh, part of it. Let's open this up. Oh, that's pretty interesting. This cardboard that was underneath, that's totally fine for the most part. Crazy. So we'll just keep that there and add to it. Usually, it just kind of all disintegrates. Oh, there's just a miter here that was in there. Oh man. Oh, hit that out of there.
Hang on, little ones. I'm almost there. Hang in there. Thankfully, it's pretty warm today. That's helping out a lot.
Woo! This keeps coming out like I thought the other ones would. Like that.
I like to use the fine pine shavings much more than the flakes. I used to use the flakes, but over time I learned that the flakes are harder, or they take a lot longer to break down when you're trying to compost them. But these flakes work a lot better, and the chicks really like them too. done. Now let's get them in there. It's actually pretty hot today. We got to the 80s today, which still isn't the optimal temperature for them. But they seem to be doing really well. But let's get them in their home. You guys ready to put them in their new home?
Yep.
Alrighty.
Come here. And I'll just move on.
There you go. Good job, Josiah.
You want to grab them like this, not by their feet. Just a little bit. I'm looking for the nicest one. The roosters are the nicest one. This is how you want to grab them, because if you grab them with their feet, it'll hurt, because their claws are sharp.
Yeah, or you can just put some gloves on. Mike's got some gloves now.
Yeah, but it's the super-sized glove. He can't even hold on to them. I'm going to get
There
that.
you go. Good job. Take it on over there.
There you go.
Let me move it onto the floor so it's not hard for you, okay? Sit it down here so you can grab it a little easier. Alright. There you go.
Here. I like it.
Yep. There you go. Now you can let it down. Alright, where's sailing those ducklings go? Oh, there they are. You moved the ducklings again?
Yep.
Where are they at this time?
Right under here.
What is this?
Kind of like a little house.
Wow. Well, it's time to move them into their other real temporary house. It looks like they're having a good time.
All right, babies. Can I put them in?
Sure, you may. So this wasn't the smoothest time that I've ever had in bringing babies home to the farm, but we got it done. Phew. And we also have more birds coming in the next weeks and months. We got various types of turkeys coming, even these midget turkeys that I'm pretty excited about. I've never raised turkeys before, so we're getting a couple different kinds. I'm excited about that. We also have some guineas coming, as well as some geese, as well as some other types of chickens. So I also encourage you, order from Murray McMurray. Have their link in the show notes below. It's a great hatchery to order from. They have a lot of different birds to order, ducklings and chicks and accessories to go with them. Love those guys. As well as check out Chris. He has his own YouTube channel. I'll provide his link in the show notes below as well. Well, we got it done. The ducklings are happy. The chicks are happy. We got it done. Woo!